Well, yeah, he's asking me.
What do you usually do? What's your, what do you prefer? Do you do editing? So you'll be active. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you been doing that for long?
Not that long. I'm just doing it until like my program starts. Really.
Are you going to use it?
Kind of, yeah, doing a master's.
Masters? Yeah. Did you do films for masters?
Yeah, kind of. Like the media from my first one. Right now, I'm doing a film from my program now.
You got in London?
Oh no, I'm actually in New York actually.
How was it?
Not bad, I guess. No, I'm going to New York, so that's like
You're going to New York?
Yeah, I'm going to New York for that program. Yeah.
For the masters?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I think the media program here, that's kind of heavy.
So when are you going to New York? When are you heading to New York?
When? Probably late next month.
Oh, that's you're pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not
Have you been there before?
New York, yeah, I've been there. Interesting place, honestly, but it's a lot more concentrated.
Then London.
Yeah.
In what sense?
Like there's just everything is close together. There's more people, I guess, stacked apart. So yeah, there's probably a little bit more things to do there, but at the same time, it's very busy.
I mean, I guess so. Because London at some time it can be pretty dead. Whereas I heard New York is like 24/7.
Yeah.
Everything happens. Whenever you want something to do, like you're home or something.
Yeah, there's a difference in density, really.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
London's pretty nice though. London is pretty nice though. It's a very sort of, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really like, kind of vibrant place to be in. It's very culturally advanced.
I bet. I've never been, but I really want to go. When you went there, when you go on holiday or did you go
Yeah, it was for holiday. It was a nice place, honestly. It was pretty. No, it's just really busy, a little bit messy as well. Like, it's just really
messier than here?
Yeah, it's a little bit messier than here, but it's nice in the same way, I guess.
What would you say about the tube? Because I heard everyone's complaining about the tube.
It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've seen.
A lot of people say, oh yeah, it's so bad, and I agree with you.
I mean, you see rats for sure.
You see them here, and this one is the outlets as well.
I mean, if you could really get someone to renovate the place, that would be really nice, but it is quite a bit behind London in that aspect.
So how do you even do that? Because it's like,
I don't know.
New York, right? So how do you, with the tubes and stop and be like, okay,
Yeah, you can't do that, yeah.
I have the same issue London has, where you cannot do it because you cannot just stop it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, London's is nice. It's good enough, honestly.
Yeah.
My experience is better than one in Paris.
One in Paris.
Yeah, it's better than one in Paris. Yeah, I'd say the one in Paris is a little bit better than here, but it's a little bit different.
So you think one in Paris is worse than London?
Yeah, it is. From my experience, it is. It's older, it's less maintained, it's dirtier than Paris.
When I went recently, it was like, it was pretty
Okay, yeah. I think
it's wider. That's the main thing. It's wider.
it is. Yeah.
You have to like
Yeah. They've been cleaned up since the Olympics. I was before Olympics, so I was a little bit messy. Yeah, they probably cleaned the city up just for that.
before Olympics, like right before Olympics, or
No, a couple years before that.
oh right.
Yeah.
I went before Olympics, like actually right before, and a lot of people were saying that like, oh, the Paris that you see now is not the real Paris because they clean so many buildings. Like this tour guide knows, I was like, oh, this building, yeah, I've been living here for 20 years, I've never seen that. Well, it's the first time I see the actual color of this building. And you're saying they're doing that for the Olympics, so I'm like, well, it's good time to visit, I guess.
Don't get me wrong, Paris is a nice city. It is really, still a really cool place.
It's nice.
Yeah. But it's just like, I mean, public transportation was not exactly the city district. Like, it's not that bad. Yeah, you can definitely think that's a big issue. New York is going to be significantly harder though.
New York has, I mean, it's like massive.
It's still probably one of the most important cities in the world. Yeah, New York. I don't think it's the most beautiful. New York is like the financial center of the world at this point. So, yeah, there's a lot of things happening.
Oh, yeah.
Why they can't clean up like the recycling. It's probably why they can't really do easy one thing. There's just not enough people to get around.
I mean, I guess
It could, yeah.
but it takes, obviously, it takes a lot of time.
Time, money, you got people not willing to spend so much.
And if you have to, I don't know, close some streets and whatever, I'm not sure how the traffic is there. Is it bad? Is it? Okay. Because here it's, I feel like here it's bad. I don't drive here, but one of my friends, he came here and we were driving and like throughout the day we did 12 miles in 4 hours.
Wow, yeah, that is pretty bad.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah, I don't be able to the car very much here, so I can't really have a perspective on that.
No, so I mean, me neither until we did that. So obviously, I guess like America is, you know, made for cars, right? Whereas cities here are extremely narrow. We very heavy lanes. So there's not a big car culture, I guess.
Yeah, it's different kind of car culture, I'd say. Like, yeah, transportation here is a lot more developed than that.
Like the public transportation. Yeah.
You have a lot of routes for pretty much every destination. Whereas in America, you only have two real options for an interstate travel. It's car or plane. Take your pick.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, that is pretty much it.
Have you been anywhere other than New York in the US?
Yeah, I've been to Connecticut, Washington, D.C., New Jersey, like most of the East Coast, as well as Boston.
Holiday.
Yeah. Really nice place, honestly. Boston was really cool. I mean, it's after the universities, like, the city itself is a really cool vibe. We're generally pretty relaxed there. It's good fun as well.
Yeah, family.
No, I don't. I still have friends there.
Are they New York as well? Are you having living in New York?
My friend, a lot of them are, yeah. A couple more in New Jersey as well. Jersey's like 40 minutes from here. I thought it was usually
40 minutes by... I'd expect there's more stuff to do. Fair enough.
It's a bit more conservative. I think London's a bit more conservative. It's a bit more like, it's not museum things like that.
They are becoming like that. Yeah. The whole Europe is becoming like that. It's so annoying. Because most Europe, I mean, I say, you know, this happens every time in history. Like, it's keeps repeating itself. Like, you know, they look up something and they get told everything again and again and again. So it's like a cycle, I guess. That's annoying.
I think Germany is probably the economic center now.
Germany.
Yeah, I don't really Germany. That's what he's saying.
It's like, oh yes. If you like something else, you're gonna think of it. I wouldn't think so, but like Budapest, So you know Harry. You know Harry.
Yeah, I think that's what like a career, like going up there, right?
Oh, it's like somewhere.
Yeah.
What?
He asked if I want to I guess he gets a lot of it's a little bit difficult at the moment.
In the US. But like, wasn't it a thing where like all international students like have to go, like have to go down the uni or something like that? Or was it like? Huh? It's hard. Because I know there was I'm from Romania. And I know there are like people saying that apply to Harvard, but like a lot of like academic universities that they're like kind of unsure if they're actually gonna be. They've been accepted, but they're not sure if they can actually go or not because of this. Or they being like, oh yeah, we don't want international, only like American citizens, and that's it.
What's really happening at the moment. Right. So we have multiple court battles as well. So until that really gets settled down,
Yeah, no, of course, 100%, yeah. But it's still like,
that's something that we're just figuring out.
you have to, figure it out, I guess. First, not too late, before you have to move into.
It's always a plan B. It's probably better to have a plan B. Generally, I don't think that the government is trying to so it helps companies and totality as well.
Yeah.
So it's not really beneficial.
Oh no, of course.
That's probably not the time.
That's why I don't get to the older countries that say like Europe especially. We have countries, we don't like immigrants anymore, but it's like a lot of the countries actually need the immigrants. And like now I'm about to get my citizenship next year. So I'm literally hoping they're not gonna change the laws by then. Because like if they make it another 5 for me as well, I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I won't, but it's like in my head I'll be like, fuck this. I know that for non-EU citizens, they usually fuck them over. Like from 5 years, we get indefinitely to remain. They made it up to 10 now, which is that's crazy. Now I was thinking about the people that had, I don't know, a month left or 2 months left, that they have to apply. Imagine you can apply next week. Come on. Make it next week in 5 years. Actually, you have a drink or you're not drinking
or producers?
Yeah, you know, 100%. I know, like, I don't know, we've been to the one last month.
Oh, last one? Yeah, I was there.
How was it?
It was fun. Yeah. Again, that was one of the larger ones.
You say there's more people now than last month, or about roughly the same?
I think it's roughly the same. I think it might have been more last time.
Might have been more.
Yeah.
I meant to go last month, and I started texting people like, I told you like, oh, I'm really sorry, I appreciate it, but I could not come, I wasn't able to make it. And he texted me about this one, and I was like, yeah, okay, I can come to this one, I want to come to this one. I want to come to this one.
Like last time it was completely filled for the most part.
Really? I only texted on LinkedIn, I was looking for him. And then I'm so bad with Facebook. I looked at the LinkedIn photo, I was like, oh, let me see if he's here. Let me see if he's here. And I was like, I saw some people, I saw one guy, and I thought that was him, but that was not him. So like, that's good though. That's good to know now. What's your favorite, like, thing about the work? Same thing. Yeah. I cannot watch horror movies without just getting like, I have to work with one, I love to work on it. It's so fun. It's so fun.
There's some genre where character experiments are wrong. Most of the things will go wrong, but yeah. Everything's that's very fantastic.
And I feel like especially when, you know, when you have like a smaller team, it's not gonna go very like, oh, cliche for a movie, like you're gonna have to make something good and like more unique. Because I feel like horror movies, you have a massive budget and okay, you're gonna make the monster or everything that. But the plot is just not there for a lot of them. It's kind of, you know,
you have to be very creative about your lighting choices. Yeah. All the practical stuff really is quite fun. Fishing lights with like the big objects and stuff like that is just really
I worked on a horror movie in October and it's one about like local genders. music, but like I'm really excited about it. It's really cool. Drama.
It's the most straightforward, I would say.
It is, and I hear it because like I've seen a lot of like, because obviously you're like for you the same one thing, like you're on groups, you see stuff posting, blah blah. But, like bro, I've seen so many dramas like posts where like, oh, when you say, oh, this drama, like, oh, we have this whatever drama. It's like, mate, where's that horror movie?
Yeah.
I want to see. I really need sound person horror movie. Yes, yes, I want that.
We should have worked on a musical once, and that was a nightmare as well. Musicals are so hard.
I never worked on music. Like it looks very fun.
It is fun, but it's so
Is it fun to work on though?
Oh, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the art.
Hey guys, Carol Stick, who will sing it for you. Hey, welcome to the event tonight today, and we're going to have our presenter singing drumming as well, so enjoy full program here today. So enjoy and talk, and mainly make sure, guys, that you are talking to as many people as you can. You know, this is not talking event, so don't stay just with someone for like 20 minutes or half an hour, because I mean it's only 7 o'clock, we still have about 3 hours, but our night is short, and make as much contact as that's why we're here as well, yeah? Cool, so enjoy and mingle please, yeah? And exchange contacts and help each other. Thank you. And Steph's going to be back here. Right, yeah. And we've got a lovely presenter here. Welcome you again, a superstar. We're going to play some music as well.
Trying to match like the actors with the song is so difficult, depending on where they are. Like, you want to do a dance piece on the beach, good luck getting that into sync without having to do it yourself. Like, you have to do so much more time with it.
Well, what would the timing be harder on the beach?
No, I'm setting footing. So, like, they can't dance like the way they want to.
Oh, because of the sand, right? Okay,
Yeah, so like, even then, getting close, it's still really kind of clumsy if they're not used to it. So it's
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's very dependent on the actors to do their job.
But like, I guess, you know, when you can choose the beach, like maybe you also make it like, because you manage to get a place and kind of make it a beach and just put sturdy stuff and just put a tiny bit of sand to cover it. So that you can like fully like otherwise, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I went to the beach recently, my foot will literally like sink into the sand.
Yeah, it's not great.
We're trying to play like football on the beach. Yeah. It's like, bro, it's impossible. Like you're running, your feet gets like run in the sand. It's impossible. I never thought of that. Actually, make a fair point. I never thought of that.
And filming outside is really a pain in the butt. Yeah. Also, lighting is really annoying because the weather constantly changes throughout the day. Yeah. So like your shot will look very different.
Continuity-wise, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. So you have to block out as much of the sun as possible.
Yeah.
But even then, you can't make change through the background. So you still have really weirdly exposed background. The shots of the shot is super annoying in the end. Yeah.
Shooting outside, it's horrendous. I know. I mean, from a sound perspective, mate, like every time I had to shoot outside, right? Bro, imagine before the director's in action, it would be okay, it would be quiet. But the second he says action, the second director says action, ambulances, plane, babies crying.
Yeah.
It's like, where were you before? It's like you heard action, like that's not your cue.
Yeah.
That's not your fucking cue. Like, it was like these guys.
Yeah. I mean, from
Everything, it's cursed. Sorry, like outside shoots are always cursed like that. You have to get silence. You hit record. The noise is everywhere. That's fucked. Not again.
I think from my experience, it's just been completely hopeless. Like everything has to be dubbed anyways. The air is completely impossible to film like a beach and not have like all these people in the background. It's really impossible.
It's bad. I mean, you either have to do some wild things and you get the actors and you record the sound, whatever, or if the wild things don't work in post, you have to do ADR, and it is what it is. But it's like such a pain.
It is, yeah, ADR is a pain. And the actors can't replicate the entire sync properly, so they have to retime everything again.
It takes spread this much. Because like, I want to know, for example, like for Marvel movies, like 80% of them are ADR. Because it just sounds way better than recording on set. It sounds way better, of course.
Well, they have to because our set's fake, so they have to do whoever this movie.
Yeah. But like, I know that even for a lot of stuff they don't need to, they still do it because it sounds so much better.
It does, yeah.
Like that's why they sound so good. But it's like, I imagine for the actors,
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
doing that, and then redoing the whole film, and then trying to match, that's so hard.
I mean, they get paid a lot for it, so in the end, it's probably worth it.
I know, I saw it, but I try to pretend not to laugh about it.
I'm doing mad real quick. It was fun. I mean, they do enjoy the experience of the movie, so it is a minor hiccup, I think, in the whole experience. But generally, actors really love doing Marvel films, but generally, from what I heard, the editors and like CGI don't like Marvel films. Like Marvel schedule is super like packed, so everything is like everything is super last minute. So, like there's so much overtime.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I heard that as well. It's really bad. I mean, you can tell because like, you see literally a Marvel movie coming out every 30 minutes. For real, like, I'm sorry, a Marvel series, a movie, a series on Disney, but whatever, every 30 minutes. So, yeah, those people are overworked.
I mean, obviously they pay them really well, but at the same time,
I heard they don't. I heard they actually don't. From what again, like, I didn't look into it a lot, but I heard they don't get paid, let's say, maybe as well as you think for all the work they do. The remuneration is not fair to the massive amount of work those people have. No, it's bad. But it's the kind of thing where, like, you can't say no because, like, hey, do you want to work for Marvel still? Yeah, well, you better do it.
yeah, that's a good point.
It's that kind of shit. So, there's, I guess, you know, with a lot of big companies, it's like, okay, let's try and not get a lot of stuff, but let's try and overwork this stuff, and if it works, it works. Like, I don't know, that's awful. That's how it works, I guess, for big companies. Finance as well literally is the same.
From what I heard, they kept trying to check revisions.
Right?
Like from what I heard, Marvel keeps making revisions to like to the very end. That's what other studios don't do. And that's what you see these really, sometimes when they release, you see some really weird highlights. It's just probably because it was so much.
I mean, overall they look pretty good, I'd say, although I don't really watch them. Yeah, well,
Some people see that they're jankiness, and some of them it's probably because they have to make like revisions in the last minute.
But I think like there's always, I don't know, videos of people saying like, hey, this is why the way this has been done is wrong. It should have been done like that or something like this. Which, like, I don't know. My mom didn't really.
They look fine.
I think maybe some moments they could be a bit weird.
Good enough, I think, at least for the ones I see, they seem pretty solid.
They're solid. They're freaking solid.
The only thing that was weird for me was the last Captain America movie I saw. There was a shot with like the main Captain America with like the Sakura trees in the background, cherry blossoms. His hairline looks a bit weird to me. It looked like very blurry and it looked like it was from a green screen. That's probably the only problem I saw. I mean, the movie itself has other problems I feel. The last one I saw, Thunderbolts, was pretty fun though. That was a really good movie. Which one? Thunderbolts.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I saw it, yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, it looked cool, but I was like, okay, it's a Marvel movie, it's probably not any good. So you think it's worth it? You think it's worth it?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Okay,
I think it's one of the better ones we've made so far. It's kind of similar to like the ones like before the Infinity War and Endgame. Has those vibes.
Okay, I'll definitely watch that. You're saying it's like it's okay, I'll watch that.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of a return to that sort of format. I mean, people don't like that format, they're not gonna like it. But like,
No, I like Marvel, but the movies, like the newer movies that I saw, they're bad. I didn't like them.
yeah, there's a lot more focus on the ground action. More focus on practical action. The comedy I think is a lot better. It's a little bit too much for 90s. Maybe a little too much comedy. But most of the comedy moments are good. Like they don't feel too forced. But the characters are really well written. The characters are well written this time around. Yeah, just time with every character and make them likable.
That's the thing. I feel like in the last movies, the characters were like, the way they were within their development was kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, I like the characters, however. They're actually fun and sort of
Okay.
I mean, they're sympathetic, I feel, at the very least. Like, you can empathize with them.
Is it like Suicide Squad?
It's a bit like it, yes.
I know the premise
Yeah,
is
very
kind
similar.
of...
Yeah, kind of similar, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
very similar. Although I don't think it was tempted to be that way.
Suicide Squad, I don't remember it being like... I was okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like, there's less of the bad guys or anti-hero kind of thing. Like, these guys are all good guys. Just, like, kind of forced into bad situations with them.
So with Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And they're not villains as well.
They're not really villains, yeah.
Oh! Wait, I thought they were villains and then they had to do good things.
They were kind of villains. They're more like anti-heroes than villains.
Okay.
They can serve as antagonists, but they're not really bad people.
Okay. That's why I asked people about like Suicide Squad because I thought they were villains and I was like, okay, so it's like the same premise. Okay.
Suicide Squad is more like they take villains and we have to turn them into like good guys or anti-heroes. This is more like anti-heroes becoming good guys.
Yeah.
Somewhat similar, but ultimately a little bit different. Like, it's more about just really trying to make these guys trying to become the good versions of themselves. Than trying to be good.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Yeah. And I feel like that way, if you actually understood what makes superheroes appealing, like the hero part has to come before the super part. Like, that's a major part of the formula, and they just forgot about that for some reason for the longest time. It's not with Superman as well, with DC. Like, when they made Batman into like a sort of like a just a vigilante, it kind of takes away from that character.
In the last movie.
Yeah, the previous Batman movie. Not with the Batman, but like the Snyder movie. That's one Dark Knight again.
Dark Knight.
It was also a little bit more like into the character. They don't have that. The tone of the Batman is a little bit sort of offset.
Wait, you mean like the movie with Riddler?
Like
The Riddler was that like the...
Batman vs Superman. The Snyder movies.
Oh,
Yeah, they kind of made Batman into more of like a sweet in that case. It's a little bit too also the one end. Like they based it off like the Batman Returns like comics. It's a little bit like it's like a stream version of the character, which isn't the standard character. It doesn't really represent a character. I sort of took that and tried to make a mainstream version of that, which doesn't work in my opinion. There's not enough heroism to sort of make that sort of emphatic for the audience. It's too much brutality and not enough heroism. My taste.
but I mean Batman like in a way the way his character is isn't he more let's say aggressive than the rest of the superheroes where they're like let's fight them just like like Batman is a bit like I'm not gonna kill you but I'll fuck you up.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But like, what makes him good in my opinion is that he does that while also sort of still being good. Like, at the end of the day, he wants people well, he's doing it. He's doing it for a good cause.
Yeah.
And then we kind of forgot about that. Like, he's too like brutal at that point. Like, it's hard to understand him when he do that.
I mean I guess it's also the way you kind of think like I don't know like you say the director wants you to follow okay we're gonna make Batman more like a hero but like a dark brutal hero unlike your traditional hero is like even if they're bad guys let's not really fucking them up we're gonna go to police all good blah blah like Batman is a bit like darker in that sense
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
and
But that contrast, I think, is what makes him good. Like, you know that he's capable of these things. But when he actually needs to be nice, he does actually become nice.
yeah.
Like, I still remember my favorite version of Batman was from the cartoons, with the Justice League cartoons. There was one episode where, like, he was up against, like, this girl who could roll from reality. And, like, Amanda Waller gave him, like, a kill switch for that character. Like, he thinks that she's the only one that can get close to her and like close enough to use it to kill her. But then when she actually goes there, he told her that she's not going to use it at all. He just sat there with her until she died. Because he knew that she was going to pass away. Yeah.
Is that Injustice?
That was Justice League, yeah. And so like that, the timeline for that episode was that when that night, he was the one who went to that girl's funeral. There was nobody else was willing to. Yeah, so that really makes him so compelling to kill the character. where there's so many characters that are so strong. He's just a human guy that's trying to do his best. So he has to be that brutal so that to make him stand
Yeah,
out.
that's also a thing because like he only has to rely on that.
Yeah.
So he don't use like gadgets and whatever.
Like gives him a purpose really, and it makes him compelling because of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that really makes him stand out. And right now I feel like the James Bond is sort of helping me see they're going back to that sort of original like way of doing it. Because when you see Superman movie, it's really cool. You see Superman actually saving people like actual inspiration, which is really missing from a lot of like these movies.
But like, wait, so like, this Batman in Justice League, isn't he the only one without superpowers?
Yeah, pretty much. I think there are a
Wait,
couple
Green
others.
Arrow as well, right?
Yeah, there are a couple others with like but he was like the standout.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, like the main one without the superpowers.
The thing about it, he basically has superpowers at this point. He doesn't really.
I mean, maybe with all the gadgets and all the stuff that he has, I'd say those are like, money is his superpower.
Yeah.
The best superpower of them all.
Yeah. Especially just believing all the characters. Because if you see like even the video games, like Batman takes the guy and basically smashes him into the electric balls. And it's like you do that to someone in real life, he's dead. 100%, he's gonna die in that.
I played the game recently, I played the Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. In the Arkham game, you can do that. It's just really funny. You can shoot someone with a Batmobile. It's like a 50-cal non-lethal bullet. I was like, are you kidding?
Oh wait, you mean like a Dark Knight?
Yeah. You can actually shoot someone with a Batmobile and he's just unconscious. I was like, I'm not buying that. There's no way. The guy literally was crying.
But even in Arkham Knight, the one I was playing, like, he was doing exactly what you said, like, you have the, whatever, goons walking around, you just, like, fucking light kick them in the head and they smash their head, and then, I don't know, if you don't, it's like you just, like, tackle them how you save them. If you don't actually kill them, in, like, a minute, they'll get back up. I'm sorry, bro. You don't just have a fucking concussion. You're telling me 1 minute, you're like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
Yeah. Even Batman is strong, way stronger than he should be, honestly.
In the games, in all the games, at least in Arkham Knight stuff, I'm playing on hard difficulty. If I get shot twice or thrice, I'm dead.
Yeah. He's bending metal bars, like going through the sewers or something.
It has gadgets. The one, like that person only has gadgets.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really bend stuff. But like, bro, it's hard.
Yeah, he does. He has gadgets, but he also kicks them open. Like the way you can actually see them bending. He's actually very strong.
Yeah, but he bends them after he like whatever loosens them up. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And also the way that he fly after 2-3 gunshots makes sense.
And I mean, like he has to fight people who are super strong, so he kind of has to actually exhaust to an extent.
Yeah, bro, it's hard. And honestly, I'm so happy because I'm like, bro, the teams nowadays, like most of them are so easy. It's like you're playing on a hard. So I played the Spider-Man game on hard mode. Bro, it's not like easy mode. But like there's literally no challenge to this game.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the invitation. My friend unfortunately couldn't make it. Got some family issues, and actually today he couldn't make it. You're hosting one next month as well, right?
No, he's going to get in the next one.
Sorry? September. Oh, yeah.
What's the area of that?
Soundscapes.
Okay, yeah, I don't hear it.
trainer tonight. She might come back later. So make sure, guys, you are not staying with someone like for like half an hour because like it's too short. And like just go mingle and like exchange contacts and help each other. And we're gonna have from about 8 o'clock. We're gonna have some other program for you. So enjoy. So yeah, so treat this like a spirit, you know, move around. Move around, guys, it's expensive, but honestly, yeah, meet as many people as you can. We're gonna have presentation, we're gonna watch some movie about 18 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's for a stream. It's for like Harry wants to live stream the event, so he asked me to basically record for it. Probably not gonna edit. I think it's streamed directly just to the platform that he has on, so that's about it. Yeah, they can do it. It's streaming right now. Yeah. It's fine.
I get it too, but it's just like the process of it. Like the end result is nice to look at, but I think actually like putting it together takes those thoughts and like to make it so good.
Personally, I like to be on set a lot more than being behind a computer. It gets really routine after doing it for a long time.
Yeah, so I feel like the editor is the person who has like it's like legends at the end of everything, but everything else like directing, sound, like this on set. So the ones that are kind of like it's like in the dark very end, like I don't know if you heard that. But it's still fun. Even though it's really good, it's fun.
At least until a point, it becomes really dull after getting to the routine, honestly. Especially if you're repeating your actions over and over again for projects, and I find that it's not boring per se, but very routine. It's not really fun.
What do you want to get into?
Personally, I think I want to direct in the future, to be honest with you. Or maybe, I don't know, I don't really want to write personally. I also like writing. I think I like to collaborate with writers more. I enjoy that a lot less to love when I write myself.
I like to write like in my free time because I didn't choose it as a journal, but I just did it for fun. Like once a week I write something because I write like practice, you know?
How often I write? Not that often, honestly. I haven't really written anything since my last program I did. Because after those short films, I haven't done much writing. I want to be doing whatever other films.
How many short films have you directed?
Sorry?
How many short films have you directed?
I've directed 2 short films. And I think I made like 5 or 7. Now I can't remember how many it is. I made a couple like in 2021. I did another one in 2022, and I did a couple like last year. I do think making films here is kind of different from what I'm used to, I guess.
What do you like used to?
Yeah, so that was in Canada before. A little bit more strict with things, I guess.
Yeah.
Here it seems a little bit more, Here it seems a little bit more free flow. A little bit more at least. That's my experience. There's a little bit more diversity when it comes to personal projects. So I'm even in New York soon, so that's going to be another different project. Yeah. Different places, I guess.
Who's your favorite director?
Favorite director?
Inspiration.
It's probably Scorsese, honestly. At least for living directors nowadays. But yeah, all time it's probably Kurosawa. He was my favorite director for a very long time. I always liked his movies. You like 87 movies are fine, but I really like his drama. That one was probably one of my favorite films of all time. There's so many powerful moments in that, and the way he tells the story of this old man is just so incredible. Honestly, it's way ahead of his time in my opinion. No, I mean nowadays Martin Scorsese is like probably the gold standard when it comes to filmmakers.
Yeah.
And there's a couple others, I guess, like Quantum House is with Korean directors. A lot of Korean directors are on that list. They all make you really turn into movies.
I think for next year, that was the one that was experimental cinema. And I didn't choose it, but it looked good. I would have chosen it, but I would have chosen something else. Like international cinema, and then
films with people like their versions of like sort of like the parody of America is always like a thing to watch on Star Comedy. And it was Wes Anderson, I guess. Oh no, they just turned screen off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Wes Anderson's always good to watch it. No, it's like Wes Anderson is like almost like a routine at this point. If you watch Wes Anderson, you know exactly what you're gonna get every single time. His style is also kind of like you either like it or hate it kind of thing. But if you can look at it, it's lazy. Yeah, it's Canadian scene. It's very playing theater, and it's also really, really fun to watch. It's kind of gorgeous comedy. Yeah. Something like film school type analyze as well. These movies are always fun in the sense to watch. I've enjoyed my last guest movies when I'm doing my writing. What's one of the Coen brothers, honestly? Yeah, I'm about to do my master's. I'm doing it at Brooklyn College. We're staying back to school in cinema. Yeah, that's what I mean in New York. I like it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be on a live studio as well, so there's going to be opportunities to be on set. And as well as teachers, I'm looking forward to studying. Someone who can find VR or like documentary. That's like a really interesting sort of experiment to me. And maybe also I could do something like that. Just getting to know more filmmakers, I guess. Especially I want to start my own film company as well, but that's a long way off.
Yeah, but you know, it's good to start early.
Yeah, it is. Connection and knowledge is most important. I just want to film it all more as well. I guess that's one of the more things I'm looking forward to. Is being on the set again. Because lately all I've been doing is going behind the computer and editing projects over and over again. It's really getting to me.
What was your undergrad?
Undergrad? Media. Well, media and film, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Film and media were my majors, and English literature is my minor, I suppose. Yeah, English literature is my minor.
How was that?
That's alright, I guess. I mean, it's a lot about classic analysis, poetry. I read a lot of Dickens as well, and that's fun. I do enjoy reading the Odyssey again. It's always fun writing about that. Honestly, I did it mostly because I thought I wanted to go into writing. But then once I really started collaborating with writers, man, I feel like I'd rather touch my ideas more than writing it out. Because screenwriting at the end of the day is more about making things practical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I find that it's a little bit more restricted to me. Personally, I think I like it more when I do the ideas first and leave that to someone else. It's still fun though, I guess. Yeah, it is more or less a blueprint of things, I guess. But it is getting annoying. It was annoying to hear things kind of do certain ways in a certain way. The structures and yeah. I mean, producing is probably going to be relatively interesting, I guess. Though it's going to be a lot of work. I don't know what it's like here, but in Canada, we have to produce a film. You have to do like you have to do a portfolio as well for that production. Yeah, and you end up with so many documents. You basically have a giant book at the end.
Yeah. My laptop was just like it was crashing. It couldn't take it. So many files.
Yeah. They have to provide like different roadmaps for every set that has to be on. That may turn out to be a massive pain.
How many pages did you have?
We have like 7, I think. Yeah, 7 different locations. So parking, toilet treatments, all that has to be marked out. That was a lot of work, I guess. That's it. Getting catering was probably the funniest bit I did. It's really funny how fast money can go.
Because I remember like making the budget budget for meals, and then in the day, we just went like over budget.
You'll be surprised how much I can. And even just water and like.
Just like things actually costs a lot of money.
Yeah, so we were buying like a couple of crates of Gatorade and things for my son. And that was gone within a day. It was for a week.
Yeah.
We had like several crates for like the whole last week. It was 1 2 days. So it was just incredible how much it was actually making something outside. I don't know if I'm outside again though. If you don't have a large budget to get people to like set things up, it is so much more than having them outside.
Also like live stream as well.
Yeah, the block of the facade to get consistent lighting and then having to move equipment when you're moving around. It's so tired. Someone's trying to get me documentary is a lot easier on the other hand, I feel. For most of all I have to do is film someone talk for a couple hours, and that's basically it. I mean, it's interesting hearing the stories, but it's a lot easier doing an interview than it is actually work out actions and things like that.
What's like the hardest shot you've ever tried to get?
Hardest shot?
Yeah.
I don't think the hardest would be. I guess it was like a jib. Funny thing is, it was hard. The hardest thing I had to do was with the jib, right? So yeah, that was just a lot of work to set up, but now we're not using it. And that was the one I got upset about. So we actually had to went through all the logistic issues of transporting the heavy jib to the location. It took like 2 hours setting up. I mean, the shot ended up not being needed. We got caught out.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, apparently when the film was getting too long for the festival, so yeah, that entire section got cut out. So we wasted an entire morning for that. That felt great.
I think like the hardest shot was when we tried to get like the reflection of someone like in their eye, like get the shot of the person's eye with the reflection of the person. Yeah, it took like 4 hours to get that one shot. But we got it.
That's good, yeah.
We actually used it, which is good.
That's part, yeah. Getting the shot you want. That doesn't always happen, unfortunately. It's a compromise all the time. Honestly, the other ones are probably the gimbal shots that we have to do. Thankfully, I didn't have to do it myself. I brought the gimbal, I gave it to someone else to do it, and that was on the other camera, this more static one. But that, I mean, we have to block that for like the movements as well. We have to like fake a crowd by just getting as many extra, like a decent amount of extras. So we have the camera go around them to sort of stimulate that crowd feel. So doing that in slow motion or tracking the actor going through the crowd was probably one of the hardest things I had to do as well. We had to do it.
I think for extras, we just got like a bunch of our friends and like people like on the street to help out on the day. Because I feel like finding extras beforehand is really hard. It's like unpaid work as well, it's really hard to get people to do it.
Yeah.
Like it's so difficult. But at one point I just considered like, what if we just get like a shot of like all our shoes and just like track all our shoes going across the grass, make it look as if it's like beautiful, you know? But yeah.
So I was lucky to have someone who was very like experienced with gimbals. I wasn't asking with it, so I had to take over, and he was, yeah, it was a godsend in a way. When like your footing is unstable on the beach and everything, and you have to go through like slow motion, but that's really, really slow motion, right? Yeah, like the fact that he was able to get it was actually a surprise to us. But it was rather cold, so I kind of felt really bad for him. Yeah, the fact that he had to hold on to it while the wind was blowing and everything. That was definitely not nice. But that was probably the most fun I had in a while though, doing those shots when we were outside. We did take turns on the gimbal as well, but it was just, yeah, it was challenging to be like to the beach for sure.
Have you ever tried any like sound recording, sound design?
Sound design? I've done a bit myself, but it's not what I specialize in. For other films, I usually just have the sound team take over. generally they have a database to take sound effects, so that's going to be a lot easier than having to do fully all over again for yourself. And also, I mean, ADR you can also do it yourself, I guess, but it's a lot more reliable to have like the actual person doing the soundtrack from. Though it is a big of a pain though with ADR. That's it. Actors are surprisingly into ADR. They seem to find that very enjoyable. Because they get to experiment a lot without having to sort of act them out, I guess you can think of it. So that ended up being very fun concept for them. I had to be there just to like do quality checks, and that was a lot more dull, I think. I just spent an entire afternoon with like one actor who's doing the same lines like 50 times. But that's unavoidable when you're filming outside. You can't, the sound just gets so much disruption. You'll have to do ADR. I'm a little bit jealous of the Marvel movies for the same. Like they get to like essentially do everything in post. Don't have to worry about any of the mistakes. So most will get worked really hard for that. I'm looking forward to doing it again though.
What cameras do you use like for your own film?
For me, right now I'm using my Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro. So it's like I think that's the widest like complete package you can get idea of this whole thing. I'm moving around a lot, so that's what I'm playing with. Generally, once it's for more bigger projects, I'm probably going to go ready to get a red camera. So the 6K like Dragon was probably what I used the most. That one is a lot. I mean, it's more standard, I guess. Most cameras are kind of like that. But like when you get to those cameras, the data becomes a massive pain to organize. Like RPD files are so big. You have to end up with several hard drives to go after a couple of days, and it becomes really annoying when things pass over for rapid. And yeah, it's just so annoying to deal with. So I look forward to using DaVinci a lot more though in the future. I don't know. As much as Avid is, it's just such a pain to transcode everything with native media. I know it's a lot better when you're syncing up with other projects with a lot of other computers. But like, if you're just working on one computer, it becomes so unnecessary in my opinion. Because you're waiting essentially like hours to transcode terabytes of files just to get start editing it. It becomes such a pain. But you can't deny the footage quality though. Red cameras do produce some of the best things. When we start grading them in DaVinci, they look really, really good. It's hard to find something like that. But I think with the area, there's like default for a lot of big options as well. That's like, Panasonic was I think was a lot more, Panasonic, they were a lot more like prominent when film was more popular, but now everything is more digital. Particularly areas a lot more popular. You're essentially giving the same problem without any gigantic files. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
What do you think of like AI and like the media industry? Like what do you think like of AI?
AI?
Like film, like media, stuff like that, like pricing.
Yeah, there's a lot more AI effects in post-production rather than camera, I think. Generally, like the stabilization and generated effects, these are probably what AI can use for the most part. And you might generate, I mean, video generation is a feature. It still doesn't look quite as good as like what you can do manually in the moment. Eventually, you might get something quite similar. But I think it'll be really useful to have it as like a blue screen replacement kind of idea. So you can maybe save production costs on that side. You can do your typical roller scope green screen stuff and then just put AI background or something. That might look really good in the future. But it's going to take a little while to get there. I don't think AI can be useful for the most part though. I feel like AI footage would be a lot more useful. Like retro enhancing would be a lot better than AI.
I
gets rid of the authenticity, which is what people look for.
Yeah,
I mean, people are surprisingly like really picky about visual quality. If they see something AI generated, they'll call it out.
yeah, they'll say like, oh, it's AI.
Yeah, it's really just like for the most part. But it's definitely useful to generate like images. I mean, even before AI kind of was introduced, people are using it to sort of make artificial sense and really experiment out with it. I think it's really interesting.
Hope you having a good time. Which is looking for video stream and then a short movie. We're looking for Karma Sanctum. If she can come here, please. And we're gonna show films and then we're gonna have a panel and picture session as well. So anyone wants to pitch anything, and if anyone wants to for this room or something, then we're gonna have a picture session, 60 seconds picture session. So yeah, come on, sir. We have song in his head. Come on here, please.
Actually, I'm Jerry. I'm Jerry. Nice to meet you. I'm thinking a pitching session right now, but I don't know where it's going to take place.
Okay, guys. I think because we're gonna be looking for Penny as well to present that, and we're gonna do picture sessions now, yeah. So anyone wants to do a pitch, guys? Anyone wants to do a pitch? Yeah. Hey guys. So if I can have a maybe 5 guys, little bit channel your. For a moment, guys, can give me a little bit quiet, please? Hello. Hello, guys. I know you want to talk. We can start. We're going to have picture section exactly 60 seconds. We're going to time it. So it's like elevator pitch. So anyone wants to pitch, looking for crew. Guys, listen, guys. Hey. Woo! Can anyone whistle? Hey. Oh, very good. Thomas, sound person, yeah, we know his. So we're gonna do picture section. This might be important for you guys because someone might be looking for you. You know, so 60 seconds exactly. So first we have Harry Haroon. Liam.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? If someone's going to time it, I'm going to keep talking. If they give me extra time, then fantastic. I feel like an auctioneer. So, hello everyone, thank you so much for having me. I'm actually working on a feature film with Shy Films. So it's been really amazing to kind of sit, chat, have a conversation with all you fantastic people. So what we are currently looking for is a challenging role to fill. But it is fantastic also. We are looking for actors that are they've got time for 5 different roles because what our film is trying to capture is the idea of multiple personality disorder. So one person, 5 personalities. We are looking for someone that is willing to go, you know what, fuck it, let's go with a different accent, let's go with a different musicality. All for one simple reason, it is to keep people guessing and wondering which one of these personalities committed a murder. Okay, now suddenly I hear some oohs, some ahs, I love the reaction. Now, one more reason as to why you should be intrigued and wondering about this. Everyone always says to me, Liam, why do you hate the fact that you live in Brighton? I heard some laughter over that. I'm going to tell you why, because it's a shithole of a city. And one of the ways that we're going to show that is through this film. Because people see Brighton, they think tourists, they think that shitty I-360, they think the Grand Hotel. Let me tell you something, it's a fucking shithole. And we are going to show the fact that people do not make the city. Okay? because one thing and one thing only, we're going to show guys in a completely unique way that rivals that of True Detective and how they showed Louisiana. Where the way they show night country with Alaska. Okay? That is what we're looking to do. So if any of you want to have a chat with me, I'll be sitting over there. By there, if you can't see me, I mean the far corner from where I'm currently talking now, because I'll be honest, I really do get a bit nervous when I do these sorts of things. And sometimes I need to be outside in the far corner. So if any gentleman that would like to play this role, if you want to come and have a chat with me, I will make all the time that I possibly can this evening. Anyone wants to have a chat via social media, WhatsApp, whatever, I'm there. Thank you so much. I wish you a very lovely evening. Thank you kindly.
Now we gave Liam a little bit longer because he's one of the shy films. So, but now we're gonna really have 60 seconds. So anyone who's next? I think you were next. Yeah, come. If you introduce yourself, then you can start. And Thomas is gonna time it if possible, please. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is May and I'm just going to get right into it. So I'm a screenwriter, director, and producer, and I had made a short film before and I directed it, produced it, and I'm currently trying to build a small creative team because I got a few projects under my belt. I'm trying to produce it like slowly in the future. And so a little bit about what I try to do with my work. So I'm passionate about exploring the intricate fibers of emotions and humanity, and our need for connection, love, self-perception, and search for meaning. And my work blends romantic drama with surrealism and fantasy, and using genre mixing to explore real-world issues through an emotional and at times dreamlike lens. And some of the works I like includes Charlie Kaufman's Eternal Sunshine, Joker, Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, and Bergman Island. Don't know if anybody heard of it. And yeah, so anybody's welcome. I actually have a lot of positions open. Just go talk to me. I know we're called Shy Films, but don't be shy. Talk to me. I'm in a white shirt. Introduce yourself, send me your portfolio, and just connect. And anybody's welcome.
Hey, sorry, finish it. Thank you very much. Who's next then? Who wants to be next, guys? Anyone else?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm starting a company called First Features, 1ST Features, and the purpose of the company is to give filmmakers their first feature film. So that's first-time directors and first-time producers. The way we're going to do that is we're going to work with them whilst they're still making short films. So we're looking for anybody who's making short films, because we're going to offer to be your production company. So we're going to be the production company for short filmmakers, free of charge to the production, and then we're going to help you grow, and we're going to fundraise, produce, and present your first features to the world. So anybody who's interested in taking up on that offer, please come and see me, and I'll direct you to their kind of form on the site. But what I'm really looking for today is people that want to be the producers. So they want to be feature film producers, and they're currently working short films or they're trying to find projects. So that's what I'd really love to speak to anybody who is a producer who has a sole focused career ambition to be a feature film producer. And it's First Features, 1ST Features. Thank you.
Exactly right. Yeah, well done, yeah. So, who's next? Go.
Thank you. Hi everybody, my name is Gerald Sago. I have experience producing, writing, directing, and right now I'm making a short film that I want to adapt into a feature or a series. The project is called Still Loading, and it speaks to my own experience as a creative, and I'm sure you can all relate when you're dealing with a shitty client who's trying to take the piss out of you. So it's really about self-discovery and taking your power back. It's set in London, the backdrop of hustle culture, and that's the theme I'm exploring. You can check out stillloadingfilm.com. I'm building a film in real time, taking it on a journey. So right now I'm looking for a casting director, producer, and all sorts of different roles. So don't be afraid to reach out, let's connect. Thank you so much.
Hey, well done. Who's next, guys? Anyone next? Anyone is? Yeah, cool. Very good.
Hi everyone, my name's Kathy DeCudo. I have a question for you first. Have you ever had to ask yourself, is this it? Like, is this it? Is this life? Like, oh, if you never, so I have written a short film that's called Life Starts Now. Now, I have the most amazing person already on as my producer, who is my best friend and my sister, who would not have been possible before I wrote this film because we hated each other. But now we live together, best friends. And the film just takes you on a journey, kind of an existential wake-up call of answering that question, like, is this it? Like, we have those moments in our life where we think that like we're stuck, or we're going through the motions. Like really, is it? This is it? And if you haven't had that experience yourself, I know you know someone who has. And the film is designed to give not only the viewer, but also the crew, the actors, and the team behind it that experience of waking up into what's possible when you live your life like it starts right now.
And that's it. Sorry, 60 seconds. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Who's next? Yeah.
Hello. Hi guys, my name is Karis Flynn. I'm a feature film producer with Maximus Productions. We have our first feature film, which is a quirky Cornish rom-com in post-production. We are looking for post-producers, post-supervisors, and I'm also, because I'm producing in both the US and the UK, looking for longer-term producing partners. We have a film in development with an Atlanta company that got announced at Cannes in a bunch of different articles called Othermore, if you want to check it out. If you know anything about video games, starring Troy Baker. Yeah. Any producers, contact me.
Yeah, like that, well, that, thank you. Hey, next one.
Hello. My name is Patrick Azul. I'm Spanish and Latin American. I'm premiering my short film next week on Thursday, The Ghost of Lady Marbella. And you're all invited to come if you want to connect with our collective of filmmakers. We're developing 2 feature films at the moment and looking for crew and cast. So please come along and connect. We're going to see you there.
Hey, well done, thank you. Anyone else? Hey guys, is there anyone else? So we're gonna move on. Yep. Are you coming? Yep. Cool, very good, yeah. Oh, Kat, okay, so we finally have Kat here, and she's introducing her film. Anyone else who wants to be pitched because we've got a movie and want to do a film? So in a second, yeah? Yeah, cool, and then we have Kat introduce the film later.
Yeah. Me speaking quietly. So I'm looking for some extras for this Thursday for a social media campaign for a newly launched beauty brand. And if there are any aspiring actors and models looking to get some experience and make some money, please come and speak with me. And yeah, it's a very small project, but I think it's good experience. So come and find me around and we can talk about it. Thank you.
Very good, thank you much. Thank you. Anyone else, guys? Anyone wants to pitch? Sorry, yeah? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna cut introducing the film, and then we have a panel, and then we're gonna show the film, because we have panel 8:30, yeah? Okay, so Kat's gonna introduce you later. So mingle for a second, we're gonna set up the panel, and then we're gonna speak. So go and network for 5-10 minutes, yeah? And then we're gonna get the panel. guys. Anyone in the crowd, please come in here. Come here. Hey guys, just one more call for the panel, please. We're missing here, and we're going to start the panel in like 5 minutes, yeah? Everyone is here, please. Come here, join us, panel. Thank you.
Just over there. Sorry. Sorry about that. You all right? Well, I'm sorry.
So that was mainly online.
Is this where I'm going to be sitting?
Yeah. Oh.
And is this where I'm going to be sitting? Are you going to be here?
Yeah. Are you gonna have a shot here, right?
Yeah.
Are they gonna talk? Nice.
Sorry?
Are they gonna? Is it they gonna talk here or something?
Yeah, they're gonna talk here. Yeah.
Whoa, hey guys, we're looking for the presenter anyway, but if I can get your attention guys, I know it's difficult to see, but we have a panel here. Hey guys. Hey guys, we have a panel here, so we got like professionals who are gonna talk about their profession. We can ask them questions as well. So guys, if you can be quiet please a little bit, and we have a roaming mic as well, so you can ask questions in a second. So let's start, guys. We're gonna get we only have about 15 to 20 minutes for this, so it's gonna be the answer is gonna be short. About the guys gonna introduce themselves just now, yeah. So guys, if you can pay attention, please. Hello. Hey guys, thank you. And listen might be important for you as well. Good advice, I'm sure, always. So we're gonna start with my right. So introduce yourself here.
Hello? Hi, my name is Marina Cristal. I already did my short pitch earlier. So at the moment I'm a freelance producer and editor, but I graduated National Film and Television School from TV, and I also have a variety of short films which I directed and produced.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm a writer and yeah, so I make basically shorts and
hi guys, my name is Nimra Manover, and I am a writer, director, and all-rounder filmmaker. And I've made 2 short films, currently in production for my 3rd one. And most of my films are about getting away from trauma-centric narratives that South Asians face in film. But yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Jane Elizabeth Marnie, and you can see my profile, which takes 15 minutes on its own, on www.star now. And I'm trained for dance drama and also music, and I write some song lyrics. And I've been in film, TV and stage productions. And so I've got an art side and a business side. And on the business side, I've been lucky enough to have 2 front page news. One being Miss Asia in 1990, when I had the Russian beauty queens come out of Russia, beauty and culture, made front page news with that. I'm lucky enough to get that as a scoop. And then another one recently, fairly 6 years ago, about Barbara Cartland with her 6 novels tied up in pink ribbon in the attic. So I've got a vast amount of experience, versatile, and also I obviously would like to do now some small film parts because I'm married and we all had COVID, and I found the bottom dropped out of a lot of work for myself and my colleagues. So congratulations to all of us for getting through that, by the way.
Hi, I'm Federica. I'm a producer. I work as a VFX producer. producer and casting director. At the moment, I'm casting quite a few projects. I've got a few projects in development as a producer. I'm also working on a company called Turnover 25, where we have 3 films currently financed and go into production in autumn next year in January. My background is also in music. I studied music management, and I also have many projects that fail. So if you want to comment on that, happy to.
Hello, everyone. Hearing my own voice, that's the worst sound ever. My name's Rob. I'm a first assistant director / producer / creative producer. Oscar nominated and BAFTA winning. Just going to say it, I've done it. Thank you for being here. And ask these guys questions. They know far more about the industry than I do. Let's just ask them the questions. Thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Shh.
Cool, guys. So we have roaming mic, and so anyone's got any questions, and these guys can actually answer, can explore it. So, anyone's got any questions, guys? Yeah, there's one question there.
I don't feel like it's not.
Speak up, speak up.
I don't think it's on. I don't think
Yeah. Slide it up.
Hello?
Slide it up.
Hello? Wait, slide up? Okay. Alright, hello, sorry. I guess like as kind of, filmmakers and kind of people in the industry, what has been your best or worst note you've had from other people in the industry?
Yeah, do you want to pass the microphone? Yeah.
Worst note, like either best or worst note you've had from other people in the industry or people working with your colleagues?
Yeah, pass the microphone, please. Switch it on.
The worst note I've never given, but the worst note I've ever heard was to, I'm not going to tell you who gave the note, but I will tell you what the note was. I'm filming a scene, it was about 2.5 years ago, it was with Michael Fassbender, and it's the pinnacle moment of the scene, and the director turned to Michael Fassbender for his character's most pinnacle moment of the scene, and he asks Michael Fassbender to cover his face and deliver the biggest line of the film, where you're not seeing the lead actor's face.
Crazy.
Yeah, anyone else here? Anyone else want to answer this, guys?
I think he's an actor who reads anything that I have. That's
yeah, go on, Sophie.
I guess for me, like the best kind of thing would be like don't follow and like take a lot of different advice and just try out stuff that works for you, because I think you get a lot of different advice in the industry and people are like, oh yeah, you have to do this or you have to go down this way, or like are very kind of like direct about things, but I think everyone's different and everyone's path is different. So if you can just basically try a lot of different advice out, that's really helpful. And then don't be afraid to make mistakes as well. Like it's very easy to just try and do everything perfectly.
You should.
Cool. Anyone else got any question? Anyone else got any question, please, guys? Yep, there's one here. Can I have that microphone, please? I'll actually keep that. What's the other microphone? Yeah.
Hi. So, to producers or directors, I don't know. So basically, have you ever shot? Oh my God, you're not alone. So basically, have you ever tried to film something like sci-fi or fantasy, which requires a lot of side effects, a lot of VFX, all that, and you had low budget? Like, where would you cut the corners in the budget, and where you suggest that it should be the budget? So how you allocate the budget, what is most important to put the money in, and where you could cut, and how did you cut the corners in the budget?
I would say you can be like strategic about it, like rather than like aiming for like cheap VFX, you could like put together an interesting proposition for an established company, and actually wait for companies that you think are very happy like to take on passion projects, especially if it's a short and it's like something manageable that they can like fit around other projects. That's something that usually they can do for very little money if they feel free. So probably like we'll try to establish a relationship with the studio.
I also would say that there is this triangle which you might be aware of. It's locations, actors, characters, and VFX. As a low budget filmmaker, you can't have all of them on the highest point. So you have to cut at least two of them when it's one of them. So I would say you can just work with the writer and do some changes in the script just to make sure that you can if you have high VFX, that's one thing you have high, then you have to go down the characters and the locations.
So in my experience from VFX, first of all, I would identify if you 100% need it, and if there are ways you can avoid it, and if then you decide, yeah, like, there's no way to rewrite anything, I think look for your friends, speak with people who you know can do very good VFX, because there are such places like National Film and Television School, London Film School, even University of Greenwich I went to, and we had amazingly experienced students, but they did very professional VFX which really works. So I would reach out to them and they would do it, you know, maybe not for free, but for very low budget, and it will be experience for them.
I'll keep my answer really short. Something in this genre, put the money in front of camera. That's where you spend the money. Spend the money in front of camera. If you want to do sci-fi, you spend the money looking at the sci-fi. Don't spend the money, spend the money in front of camera. Simple.
Also, there's a whole thing, it's a genre film, so I'm not sure if it's short or feature. I certainly not.
And does the feature changes something?
It does, yeah, because it's featured in genre film, so then you can do some like, you can just get some actors or some of these one lead that has some value, and you can then leverage your sales agents, etc. And you can get budget from that, which you can't do with short films. So the features, it is more money, but sometimes it makes it easier to make it work.
Cool guys, and anyone else got any other questions? Hey, yeah, you got it. Yeah, here. Yep.
It was just a quick one. Film has obviously been quite tricky in the last few years, and I just wanted to ask Rob specifically, what gives you the fire in your belly to keep going?
Everybody in this place, everybody in here, all of us, all we want to do is tell stories. And if that's behind camera, in front of camera, if you're a screenwriter, if you're a DOP, if you're a director, if you're an actor, a performer, whoever you are, all you want to do and all we want to do is tell stories, and that fire will never die in me, and I know full well from this audience that that fire will never die in you. We all are here as storytellers.
Anyone else? Yeah.
I can't believe that, so. I think I'll just add that just from what you said, it's about passion, and there are producers who I met a few of them who are not in this business for the stories, they're here for the money, and there's quite a few of them, but I don't think that has a, I mean, it has life, but I don't think it's as enjoyable as if you actually have a passion for it. So as long as you like what you do, just make sure that you choosing stories that you care about it, and because it's a long journey. I'm sure you all know that. It's a long journey, I think. So you spend, you're going for a ride of a few years. So make sure it's going to count.
Cool. Anyone else from the panel wants to answer this? Yes, guys. Anyone? Okay, next question.
So you have written your first short film, and what is everyone's best advice on finding a producer?
Pay him well. Either.
genuinely advise putting it out on like WhatsApp groups, like the ones that have film WhatsApp groups. And there are people who are actually looking to help you produce, especially if and put it out on LinkedIn, put it out on all social media, and tag other companies, and tag, like for example, like UK Film Work. And I think those people, like there's a lot of people who have actually reached out to me and wanted to produce my film. So I think that's how I reach out. And like always have a pitch document that you can send to them, always have a proper plan that you send to them before you actually put that bill out. Because as soon as someone reaches out to you and you want to send them something, you want to have a pitch, you want to have a treatment document, you want to have a one-pager that, oh, this is what my film's about, this is what I'm going to do with it. Even if like a small budget, even if you but yeah, I think that's what I would do.
I think these days there are a lot of different avenues that you can go to. Like I often post on different websites, or like I think also events like this are quite good because you can meet people in person and see what the person's like energy is like, and if you match each other's energy, or if you like have something in common, you can just click, and then you're like, oh, this person I think would be great to work with. I'd be excited to like see them again, like chatting in person. I think it's also really helpful. Yeah, I agree with that. Pitch document as well. That's important.
I would say like to consider screenwriting collaborations as well. There are a few that I think are like structured very well. For slides or like really short, something that I used to collaborate with. And like each year they produce like a winner of the screenwriting competition. And there are actually like a few producers, so like quite a few scripts get produced every year and then premiered in Los Angeles. And also like as she said, it's about like finding a community of like up and coming producers or recent graduates, people that like want to jump on a short project. And then I don't know if you're only a writer, but that you can have someone else, and it's like it's a beautiful way of like bringing small projects to life.
Just one more thing about that. It depends also if you want a higher producer or just like anyone to help you. But I would just say like do not be afraid to just get someone who has more experience, because sometimes those guys or those girls or those people will just go just extra mile for you. And also sometimes it's a long-term partnership, so it's very important to just choose someone that actually matches you, matches your energy and your
From my perspective, I think it's stop asking for validation. If you want to make a film, go make a film. If you're a DOP, you're a director, you're a producer, you're an actor, you're an art director, whatever department you work in, if you want to make a film, go make a fucking film. That's all you have to do. And you're in a room now full of people that do all of these things that you need to make your film. Don't ask yourself for validation. Go make the fucking film.
Yeah, well done, thank you. Thanks for the answers. Yeah, anyone? We've got about 5 to 7 minutes for this one final show. Anyone's got any other pictures, guys? Yeah.
I recall you said you work in business as well as creative. So you mix the business side with the creative side. So what's that like blending the two of them? Like working the finances behind, the production and the cast, crew. What's that like?
This is it. And now I'm like, oh, To do those kind of projects, and if you're doing something on the internet or you know, service that you're promoting yourself on the internet, you can juggle that because you're not actually doing a day job.
Thank you. So guys, I think we got only a couple of minutes to finish on this. And we're just going to go around the panel, just say one thing they would advise these guys here. One thing they would they think is the thing they would advise in this current filmmaking climate, yeah? So if we can start with you, and if you say like, in few words, what's the one important thing you would advise these guys, yeah? So if you want to take that,
Okay, so for me, I think I'm often feel shy, or think that I'm shy about going out and speaking to people in front of a big audience. And I just tell myself, just go and do it. If you have to pitch the project, if you have to meet new people, if you have to find actors. And at the moment I'm producing a lot, so it's a matter of, if you are producing, pick up the phone. Don't wait to make this post. Don't wait for a week for someone to answer you. They're not answering. Keep calling them, keep asking. And you know, I managed to get so many permissions for very, very low amount of money to film in amazing castles and palaces. And you just have to use your imagination, I guess. And this is the advice I want to give. Just don't be shy.
I think my advice would be like find your people, because it's all about people and who you want to work with, and especially like these long hours and you know, often the budget at the moment, I guess, in this current climate, so it's like almost about being around people that you want to be around and that are interested in the same interests of making the same stuff as you do, and like don't be afraid to like change things up and lots of work.
I think for me, I would recommend that tell your own story, whatever you have, use that to write the material and
I think my commercial portfolio is much bigger than my second. Especially the last like couple of years.
Your own services, copyright, anything you put out there, and lyrics and advertising, etc. So that's something you can do, and then you're able, if you get someone in the background like that, you're not tied down to contracts, you're able to step into the creative job as they come up. That's part of everything I need to say to you. Incredible advice and experience. Second thing is, look after yourselves. Keep yourself fit. Do your exercise and things like watch what you put into your body. And if you're going to be able to, these dance and drinks, but back to your time, do look after yourselves and have lots of experiences. Incredibly talented people. We have abused them for us. Don't hold back. Show. So I would say look after yourself, build your contact like you are now, and don't do too much, don't give away too many ideas and make sure that you want to be like people. And I'm including things like I've heard my voice, so thank you good on a high-powered radio station, a top newspaper, or a and that's through Gemma on your AI, and I could spend all night talking to you about
But it was a women's group, and they were knitting. And it was a knitting circle, so you follow the conversation, but
I'm not sure I'm in a position like to give generic advice. And maybe like they have
it could have been better shot.
the word of passion in their lives, and now they can sustain us. But you need to nurture them, you need to do that in a way that is like sustainable for you. So basically like sleep enough. That's like the general advice for every situation in life. And I think it applies for film as well.
For me, it would be, first of all, follow your passion, and secondly, this business is full of people and consultancy. Make sure that you know that and that you find someone in this business that you can trust, because nobody else you can really trust now. And there was a friend of mine, Karma, also a producer, he passed away 4 years ago, but he told me that, especially for someone who is good-hearted or empathetic, etc., business is full of things sometimes, so if you not one, then think like them sometimes.
Cool, thanks very much. Big round of applause for our panel player. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, well done. Very good. Sorry we didn't have much time to talk to them, but if anyone look at them, so anyone wants to ask them personal questions, I'm sure they're going to stick around for a little bit. So you keep that working for now, and we're going to show the film in a second. And so for now, enjoy yourselves and move around. Speak to people.
Yeah.
We're going to come back in a while.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, go.
This is basically the closing moments, so nothing's gonna happen.
Hello, guys. Can we have a little attention? The presenter. Okay. We find our presenter, so she's going to present that Robinson. She's going to show her film. Okay, go, take it away. Hey guys, can we have a little bit of, we're going to watch the movie.
Well, I hope everyone's been enjoying their night as much as I've been. Thank you for joining us for this event tonight. I'm Panis, I'm your host tonight, and this is amazing Kat Rawlinson, which will be showcasing her most recent short film, Do Unto Yourself, here for the first time, which I'm super excited about. So thank you for showing up, and let's give it up to Kat Rawlinson.
Thank you everybody, and apologies for keeping you waiting. Yes, here is my, this is the London premiere of Do Unto Yourself. This time film, and I wrote it as well, and it was a bit of a journey, and I think when you see the film, you'll understand a little bit more about that journey and about what this means to me. But effectively, I'll come back and do a Q&A afterwards. Can't tell you too much about the film without giving any spoilers, so we'll save that for the Q&A. All I will say is that it's about a bully, and I hope that you all enjoy the film, and I'll come back afterwards, tell you a bit about what inspired me to write it, and answer any more questions that you might have. So thank you very much, everybody, and hope you enjoy the film.
That's maybe all in there. And then on the lips, sweetheart.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, got a lot of bills for today, folks. Any other business?
On you too. Your funeral.
Yeah, hi, Jeremy. I've been thinking.
Nice to know that I'm getting value for money today. PowerPoint. Oh goodness, I didn't know we still had licenses for that on. I'm gonna say well. I just need to feed my Tamagotchi. No, I tell you what, why don't we park this for now and give you time to regroup?
You know that's code for let's shove this under the carpet, right? Probably for the best anyway.
So, what an interesting you drop, and could you stay on for a little contract, please?
Yeah, sure.
Good. And word of advice, can you use tired old methods? People think your ideas are tired and old too.
Sorry, Jeremy. I mean, nobody told me. I didn't. Which tools should I be using again?
Ask Leo, he's a wizard as regards.
Oh, don't worry. I'll work it out.
There we go. Would it kill you to use your webcam?
Been on the blink. I'll try and fix it.
Splendid. Right. Well, fare ye well,
you shunned me. You're not wearing that, are you? When you're my age, maybe. Off you go.
Afternoon, everybody. Nice to see your smiling faces.
Webcam? Really? You know these lights don't flatter you like at all. Well, no wonder you can't keep away off all that sugar.
If you know any suitable candidates or if you think you've got what it takes, think Alex TV and all that guff.
Sorry, Jeremy, my headset was playing up. What are the CVs for?
Oh, keep up that. Early retirement, mine to be precise. To make things fair, we're opening up the position rather than just promoting somebody. So I'll circulate the job description, let us know if there are any suitable candidates by Friday. We'll interview, assess, and bob you up. Only use your boss.
Don't know why they're bothering with that charade.
I think it's a good idea.
Lip service, Anne. Everyone knows Leo will get it. Why else do you think they laughed at his lame joke?
But I've got way more experience.
Yeah, but he's smart, relevant, and he has a personality which you should try sometime.
So I'm the only one with zero redeeming features, am I?
You manifest what you believe, Anne. Let's try, Anne. You should know better than to move so quickly. Haven't you learned anything over the years? Fuck off, Mitty. I wish you would appreciate me more. I've been looking for you everywhere. You know, I stop you from making silly mistakes like sending that email. Or anything, you're even this check. I know plenty, darling. And just because you think you've got imposter syndrome doesn't mean you're not actually shit. I'm ready to fire you, stupid bitch. Oh, bless you. You couldn't help me if you tried. Just. I hate you. Why not? Identify me. Identify me.
a refreshing change.
Well, not to sound too bold, but how come you didn't just promote me in the first place?
Well, I need to know you really wanted it. There needs to be a fair race. This isn't a shoot, man. You're going to need to show me and everyone else what you got. Like those ideas you shared.
Thank you, Amit. I haven't felt this scene in a really long time.
Look at Dead, yeah?
Good afternoon, everyone. Lovely to see all your smiling faces.
Okay, thank you everyone. Hope you enjoyed the film. And yeah. I can't take all the credit. I had an amazing cast and crew. We have a couple of my cast here tonight. We have the wonderful Sarah who played and the lovely Mo, who played Jeremy. So, yeah, well, telling you a little bit more about, should I just go straight into, yeah, telling you a little bit more now about the film, now that you've seen it. So, I said beforehand it was about the bully, and really it's about, as you would probably have gathered, the bully inside. The fact that the worst voice we quite often hear is the one from the person staring back at us in the mirror. And that is what inspired me to write this film, because I thought some of the things that I say to myself in my head, if I was to actually say that out loud to another person, I would be labelled a bully. And that they would be told to distance themselves from me. But you can't distance yourself from that voice. So the only thing you can do is recognise it and try and deal with it. And it was quite interesting making my debut film about self-doubt, because I had to battle that quite a lot along the way. Not imposter syndrome, because I wasn't an imposter, but just the self-doubt. And yeah, just had to kill my netty quite a few times. But yeah, it's a good way, I think, of just externalizing, dealing with that kind of issue is to think of it as a separate character that you can turn off. Yeah, and I wrote it because I thought, you know, not only was that meaningful to me, but I hoped that it would inspire other people to maybe go a little easier on themselves, you know, and even if you're not impacted by that self-doubt, you will generally know someone who is. So at least now you know what's going through their head sometimes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed making it and had a great cast and crew, as I say, and really happy with the results. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to be here tonight. And if anybody has any questions, just let me know. Or if you want to come up to me in the bar afterwards, happy to you know, meet people, talk about the film, talk about anything else that you might want to.
Can you tell us a bit about the transition from writing it to actually putting it on film? How was it translating your script?
From writing to putting it on film, yeah. I think when you write a script and you know it's, or you don't feel like at that point it's going to be actually made, you can write whatever you want. You can invent new worlds, you can add as many locations, characters, all this fancy stuff. I think if you know that you're actually going to make something, you have to write with that in mind. You have to write with that kind of, you know, contained script But I think the impact that can have on your writing is that it becomes very much about the characters. It's not about the fancy locations, costumes, all that kind of stuff. It's about the characters, it's about the journey, and I think writing to that and writing to what you can film is important. Yeah. Any more questions from anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it like externalizing the self-doubt on camera?
It was actually it was a roller coaster, and I would say
Basically your thoughts.
Yeah, I think writing it was very much about like getting. Writing it was very much about getting the voice out, and that was very empowering. Making it was about then bringing that to life through the characters, the actors bringing their energy to that. And as I say, just the battling the self-doubt along the way, I think that was a very empowering thing as well, but also a roller coaster. Still is. Yeah.
What made you decide that you want to tell this story via the medium of film?
Okay, what made me want to tell this story through the medium film? Up until this, obviously this is my debut film, I was a writer before that, and speaking to other writers, more experienced people, they said the best way to get your voice heard is to make a short film. And at that point, when they said that, that was a couple of years ago, I had no short films in my portfolio, I had no short film ideas, I had no knowledge of how to make a film or anything. So I basically had to go on that journey as well and get to that point. So it was basically to get my voice out there as a writer. But what I found along the way, because when I realised that I needed to actually know how to make a film before I could make a film, I got the education, but I also volunteered on some film sets, got that knowledge as well, and honestly that's been absolutely invaluable and actually gave me a passion for filmmaking as well. So, so yeah, it's nice to have that dual area to the portfolio, yeah. Thank you.
One more question. So you don't have to answer this one. What do you think you spent on making that film?
Producer.
I'm going to decline to comment on that. Yeah, I would say it was a relatively low budget short film, not a micro budget, but relatively low budget. But I did have to hire equipment and things like that. Yeah.
Question.
Yeah. Like Nettie, does it mean something, or like what is this specific name?
Ah, yes, that's because I love that question, because this is a kind of a little bit of a lost element of the film, which may not be obvious. It was more obvious in the script. Nettie is Anne's younger self. Not her personality, but the way she looks and everything, and and I think that was a nod to the fact that as we get older and we criticize ourselves physically, we're quite often comparing ourselves to ourselves 20 years ago, and going, well, okay, it's not going to be like that. You're not going to look the same. Don't do that. It's the worst thing you can do. But that is what Anne is doing. So the point where she rips up the photo, she's actually ripping up a photo of her younger self, like ripping Nettie, or her younger self, off the photo. That was kind of the symbolism there, but I think it doesn't come across as clearly on the film, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm glad you asked the question.
Because the clue's in the name, Annette.
Yes, Annette and Nettie. Yeah. Yes, thanks, Sarah.
Question. Sarah.
Yes.
How do you find the process? How do you find it being directed by a first-time director?
Well, I'm quite lucky because I've worked on lots of different types of projects, and I think as soon as I read the script for Anne, I was like, I want to play that role right away. It totally spoke to me, because especially being an older woman in the industry, or really any woman in the industry, industry, you do doubt yourself. And like Kat said, we are our harshest critics, more than anybody else. I mean, me watching that, there's me thinking, Christ, I've got a face full of bloody wrinkles, and good God, my backside's massive. But just being honest with you, probably none of you have never thought that, but there's me looking at myself going, oh my God. So I've still got my own Nettie somewhere that I'm always trying to beat down. But the whole process was excellent because we just worked together. It was quite a long, we had quite a few auditions, didn't we, going through it, talking about it, and working through some of the things. So, but it was, I think we did pretty well sticking to schedule for our 3 days of shooting, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's come out, to be honest. So hopefully everyone can identify it. Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? Anyone? Oh yes.
First of all, well done. To make a film, director, producer, everything. It's not an easy feat. So well done. What did you personally find difficult about making the film? And what would you do differently on your next movie, which you've definitely hopefully going to make?
Yeah, I think one thing that I found very difficult was, so my intention was not to produce it, to just write and direct, not to produce. I had a producer, but then they had some clashing commitments, so I ended up co-producing it. And actually those final few days of pre-production were just intense because of course everyone wants a piece of you. When you're a director, the production designer wants to speak to you. When you're a producer, everyone wants to speak to you about travel, logistics, blah, blah, blah. And I just felt like I was just this huge bottleneck, and I felt like I was letting everyone down actually. So I think, ideally I would have not even produced or co-produced, just write, direct, focus on the creative side, because I think when you try to do the creative side and the logistics side, it's too much. The other thing I struggled with was finding an outdoor location, and I had these woods in my mind, which are my local woods, and I've been walking there many times. And when I actually asked the council how much it would be, it was like nearly £1,000 for 1 day of filming in that forest, and I was absolutely gobsmacked. I was like, okay, well that's going to completely blow my budget. I cannot afford that at all. That was about a couple of weeks before we were due to roll, and so I was a bit stuffed at that point. Talking about filming people's gardens, things like that, because we didn't have any woods lined up. And then in the end, I reached out to the Essex Film Office. They helped me to reach out to some local landowners, and by the end of the day, I'd had 3 or 4 people coming through with possible locations. So so that was that was a godsend. So yeah, for anybody based in Essex Film Office, look them up. You might need them one day.
How much of the movie was true to vision in terms of also writing as well? Did everything make the cut? You can reveal that.
True to vision, everything made the cut actually. Yes, it did. I was very happy with how it had all come out, and there was no axe being taken to it. Now maybe people would say, well, as a director, you've got to take an axe to it, surely. But actually, I thought it comes together really, really well as it is, and I was very happy with how it came out. I'd say the one thing that I would want to do differently next time is make it clearer that Nettie is Anne's younger self. I don't think it comes across as clearly on screen as it did on the script.
My final question, sorry guys. In terms of the post-production, you wrote, you directed, produced. What's your take on all the roles now? Can you see yourself doing all that again? Would you be like, no, I'm producing again, or do you want to focus mainly on just writing? How do you think that process?
Okay, so what have I writing, directing, or producing? I would say writing is my first passion and my biggest passion out of those 3. I really enjoyed directing as well, both this short film and one that I did a few weeks ago. Producer-wise, I think it is a big, big job. It's a big responsibility, it's a big task. There's a limit to how much of that you can take on. So I think when it comes to producing, I think being kind of selective about the projects that you do so that you can focus on them rather than taking on too much and ended up getting bogged down with it. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions from anyone? Or if anyone wants to come up and say hello afterwards. I'm very approachable.
Yes.
Oh, come on, sorry.
What would you say was the biggest challenge you had to overcome stepping into a director's role?
The biggest challenge stepping into a director role was knowing that I knew virtually nothing about directing.
Rule number one.
Yeah.
Rule number one.
Yeah. But I also, some of the people that I was working with, I've worked with before on somebody else's short film, and so I knew that they knew what they were doing, and that really helped me to get through that, because at least I had the confidence in them, and they had the confidence that I was a reasonable person, even if I didn't know my directing so much. So yeah, I work well as a team. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody.
Alright, so as we get close to the end of tonight, I want to especially thank Harry Horry, Richard, for making tonight happen, for organizing everything, and a huge shout out to our amazing cameraman, Jerry and Now. Thank you so much. And last but not least, I just wanted to thank every single one of you for showing up tonight and making tonight a very special night. Thank you so much. Also, if you're not tired enough yet, and you want to, you haven't had enough chatting and mingling yet, there's a jacuzzi bar upstairs, which you could take the left, take the stairs to the top floor, and continue the party after here. So
I'll see you there.
I'll see you there. I'll see you there.
Give me five. Give me five.
Yeah.
also, if you'd like to receive your pictures and video, you are very welcome to scan the barcode up there. And you can receive.
Yeah, guys, so for any pictures, any videos from tonight, and anything else from any more information, scan the QR code, it gets you films contact page. Oh, upstairs apparently it's not available yet, maybe from 10 o'clock. One more thing, you wanted to say about the next event, the 16th of September.
Our next event is taking place on the 6th of September. So stay tuned, and I hope to see most of you on the 6th of September as well.
So we need to add one, number 1 to 6, so it's 16, sorry, but yeah, almost, yeah, 16, yeah.
Not the 6th, it is the 16th.
Almost, yeah, 16th of September, so 3 months. It's going to go quick. Normally it's a little bit earlier, but now it's 3 months. So enjoy. Thanks so much, guys. And Mingle, we still have a few minutes here, so make sure you speak to people who you haven't yet. And thank you much for our presence, Penny as well. Yeah. Hey, and to all the photographers and everyone else who helped, or everyone who helped, who came, everyone who presented all the panels. Yeah. Thank you much. Enjoy. Still, don't go away yet. Mingle.
The jacuzzi party will be open from 10 p.m. So